Hmm. Always finicky, this thing. That should do it. And then I should be able to go in here. Oh, there's a gallery! I didn't even know that. Crap. Hang on. Oh! Think I got this working now. Let's find out. Almost. That should do it. Bro, what? Hang on. Bro, I'm doing the same thing I do every... Hey, I got it to work this time. Cool. No. Okay, I don't know why that was so weird. This normally works on the first try. Hang on. One more thing. Test, 1, 2, 3. Okay, great. That only took 5 minutes. Man, I don't really get this. Okay, whatever. Yeah, alright, whatever. Crap happens. Yeah, so... Hang on. Yeah, so... Okay, apologies for that. Got all that working now. Normally it doesn't give me this much trouble. I don't know what was up with that. But, yeah, I like the little quotes when you boot up the game each time. I don't think it ever shows up on stream. Yeah, no, those are always nice. I got a kind of a funny one today. They're always, like, random. I got one that said, like, oh, my watch stopped working. I don't know, it's kind of random. You know, some of them are pretty cool. And, something I just saw now in the gallery, is this image here. It's pretty cool. I forget the name of the art style. It's a specific type of art style. And the fact that I forget it's pretty bad, I was gonna mention it too. Like later on, I was gonna look it up, but I forgot. But, yeah, no, it's cool that we get to see all this. And, yeah, no. Gonna play for about an hour today. Loki got insanely distracted trying to do something. Yeah, no. It's cool. Maybe an hour and a half. Probably just an hour. But, yeah. Alright, let's get into this. Starting here with, Sakurai. Sakurai's class. Gonna go to the, history just to remember and all. Yeah, I was just a bit surprised at how friendly she's been with you recently. Given how shy she is, I'm just curious. I'm just a bit surprised, that's all. Right, yep, memories jogged. Basically, Sayori is being very self-conscious about the main character, aka my friendship with Yuri. And, this guy, the main character, chooses the most boneheaded, zero IQ things to say, and that basically just spiked it big time, and it's 100% gonna backfire on him later on. But, yeah, no, let's go on with this. So, as you can tell, the 1930s were very important for European history. Yep, the Great Depression, the rise of Hitler, the whole thing was, you know. I know way too much about World War II. The interwar years and just history in general, man. I'm not gonna say that. Whatever. I know some stuff. Countries all across the continent were experiencing significant changes, both politically and socially. Now, I made it my New Year's resolution to end my lessons before the bell rings, so... Well, we'll call it there. Oh, by the way, can I have a word, Seaman? I swear to God, those must be the scariest words you can hear. Well, he hasn't dated anyone yet, but a girl saying we need to talk has probably gotta be up there, along with that. Well, along with I'm pregnant. Oh, damn. Okay, I said that before I read that, I swear to God. No, wait, I'll take that, though. I'll take that. We have to talk. Or it's not you, it's me, which 100% of the time it is you, but whatever. Hopefully, things I won't hear from Sayori. Especially the second one, Eep. Yeah, the second one is... Yeah, she's 1,000,000% gonna say that, by the way. Like in the mod. Cause he fucked up, like it's gonna happen. Especially that second one. I approached the front desk, awkwardly hovering by the side. I need to give you the results of your exams, so here they are. Okay, add, I need to give you the results of your exams to that list. Yeah. He pulls out a piece of paper and lowers his voice, as some students are eating nearby. You don't have to look like you've seen a ghost. My mind wanders back to last October. Funny you should mention ghosts. Yeah, what was up with that moving coin anyway? For the most part, you've done well. Your grades in history, Japanese, and English especially were satisfactory. So I'm assuming he's like the homeroom teacher who does all this too. That's why I don't think they ever said it. Or if they did, they missed it. But I think he's the homeroom and history teacher. Because why else would he be doing all the classes? Looks like being in that literature club really helped, huh? How do you know about that? Oh, maybe I just made all that up. I don't know. See, man, up. Never mind, I'm being dumb. Bro, I gotta stop recording these at 3 in the morning, man. Okay, see, man, please, I'm a wise old owl. I don't see any gray hair yet. Maybe he dyes it, though, who knows. Aren't you one of the youngest teachers in the school? But yeah, exactly, he's young. He sighs dramatically. You can never let me have my fun, can you? Although, your grades in other subjects could be a little better, namely math and physics. It's not a cause for concern, but I know you can do better. Yeah, about that. Truth be told, last semester was kinda hectic. Relationship stuff. Bro, it's not about to get better, bro! Bro does not know about Sayori! Hell nah! Bro is stalking on his students, man. How did you know? Bro is stalking! This has been going on for like, what, like a week or two at this point? Bro. His eye twinkles with a knowing smile, or maybe Emmy's feeding him it. He's probably listening on the conversations with Emmy and I. He's not stupid. But, yeah. Bro genuinely be stalking his students, though. Anyway, you're a bright student. Well, when you want to be, so breathe a sigh of relief. I'd recommend paying attention to the technical stuff, for math and physics especially. Don't be afraid to ask for help when it's needed. Not everyone can excel at everything, but I have faith in your ability to bring your grades up. Thanks, sir. He's polite. I never called my teachers sir. I never had to, but I would have had I had to. But I didn't. I just called them Mr. and Mrs. And Miss. For the past few months weren't easy. Relationships are tricky. So I'm glad I was able to keep up academically, at least. He pauses to study me, offering me a shrewd smile. Of course. Just be careful not to make Sayori jealous. From what I've seen, the literature club is full of girls. Yeah, it's gonna be a whole thing. He chuckles to himself. Now I've got to go to a meeting that I have to pretend to be interested in. There's no rest for the wicked. With a nod, he turns to leave. As I turn to follow him, my brain keeps replaying the words over to me. Just be careful not to make Sayori jealous. Fumbling for my phone, I notice it's a text from Monica, sent to all the club members in a group chat. Hey guys, just been told that the club room is being used after school today. It's for a supervision session for people to talk to their teachers about their exam grades. Plus something super important has popped up, which means that I can't make it. I'll do my best to rearrange it. Sorry, guys. I mechanically shoot her a reply on autopilot. My brain is whirring at 1,000,000 miles an hour, and I finally realized something I should have seen coming. Yeah. I don't think I read that right. Hang on. I mechanically shoot her a reply while on autopilot. My brain is whirring at 1,000,000 miles an hour as I finally realize something I should have seen coming. Okay. Before I can say anything, Sayori starts the conversation. We have to talk. Oh, okay, never mind. So my teacher gave me my exam results back. Oh? Yeah, I can't really complain, I guess. I did much better than I thought I would for biology. Yeah, the Trivial Pursuit probably helped her on that. But physics was a bit of a nightmare. Bro, and I took physics, man. Oh my gosh. Physics in high school, I did alright. But college physics, man, that crap killed me. Yeah, hated that. Bro, so much. I barely passed, but I passed, so who cares? Math wasn't great either. Math is alright. I got like a B in that. I got a couple C's once. In college math. College math can be hard. If you keep on top, whatever. But on the whole, I think I've done okay. Sayori, are you jealous of Yuri? The abruptness of my question, along with the clash of conversation topic, takes her by surprise. For a moment, there's a silence. A silence which grows heavier as I realized how tactless I was with my... Yeah, that's... Yeah, because now it's only gonna make her self-confidence worse. Honestly, it's only gonna... Gotta ease into subjects like that, man. Gotta... Yeah, especially with women. With men, you can do it, whatever, I mean, who cares, but... With women, you gotta ease into shit like that. Especially after he already fumbled before. A silence which grows heavier as I realize how tactless I was with my approach. What makes you think that? You're my girlfriend and I've known you for years. What would I have to be jealous of? She's trying to sound confident in her answer, but the wavering in her voice gives her away. I don't know. Although we spent time together, the Christmas shopping, and her walking home with me yesterday. Sayori turns away, so I can't read the expression on her face. When she replies, she's talking to the ground. I'm sorry, Seaman. It's just, you seemed so happy with her, and... We're just friends, Sayori. I would have thought you could see that. Don't you trust me? I'm not sure I want to hear the answer. It's not that I don't trust you, it's just that... I'm trying to believe that I'm worth your time. And then I hear about how she's your favorite member of the club. And yeah, yeah, just be sarcastic, say Natsuki, and then move on. That's what you should have done. And you really enjoyed seeing her come out of her shell. So that's why she was asking me. It all makes sense now. First her depression, and now the jealousy. And when I asked why Yuri wanted to walk home with you, you said you could... Yeah, this is all stuff that I saw coming. You couldn't tell me why, because it was personal. I mentally smacked myself. Looking back, of course that answer must have sounded suspicious. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to sound like I doubted you or anything. Sayori and I settle into my house. Once we're comfortable, I continue to press her. No, Sayori, it's... Press? Huh. No, Sayori, it's not your fault. I didn't really see it from your perspective at all. Please believe me when I say that you're the only one I want. Yuri is a great friend, but that's it. The feelings I felt for her have always been platonic. I wrap her in a hug, and she sighs. As I stroke her, she clings to me, hiding her face in the folds of my blazer. I'm the one who should be apologizing. I'm just, well, I'm totally new to relationships, so I really don't have a clue what I'm doing. It's okay. I didn't think you were doing it to hurt me or anything. Okay, good, because I'd never do anything to hurt you. I've been such an idiot. Yuri has just been fumbling really lonely recently. Feeling really lonely. I briefly fill Sayori in. I know what Yuri told me yesterday. I'm not entirely sure if I should be telling her this, but at this point in time I'm much more concerned with the complete clarity between Sayori and I. Honestly, that's what I would have done from the start. Maybe not say the really personal stuff, but just give her like an abridged version, like, hey, Yuri's been feeling kind of down recently, so she like, so she wanted to walk with us, so something like that, man. I don't know, just bet anything than what he said. Oh, so that's why. It makes a lot of sense thinking about it. Although I can't help but think. She looks down at the ground again, nervously biting her lip. I can't help but feel that Yuri likes you, Seaman. Which she probably 100% does. Yeah, really? You can be really dense sometimes. There's a sad playfulness to her tone. I had someone tell me that once. Oh, I had a woman tell me that once. I still don't know who she was referring to, though. Should have figured that out. Yes, really. She's trying to spend more time with you. She really appreciates your company. It's suitable, but I can tell by the way she looks at you. I think she gets attached really quickly. Yuri? I wouldn't necessarily 100% agree with that. I think it's hard for her to find someone she can connect to, but when she does, she gets attached really quickly. I think that's what I would say personally, but overall, yeah, I would say it's somewhat true. It's like 50-50 or something. I don't know. But she said she knew we were together and didn't want to intrude on that or anything. Sayori, maybe... That's... I would have left that out, man. I would have never bring that up. I would never bring that up. Bro, maybe I was right then. About what? About me just dragging you down. Or maybe Yuri drags me down, because... I don't know, something. What can I even give you that Yuri can't? You said it yourself. She's lonely, and if she wants... And if she was with you, then she'd be happy. Bruh, this guy... There were like 3 separate things he could have done to avoid this, man. She's smart, she's really pretty, she's really elegant. And what am I? I'm just an airhead. I would have said a ditzy airhead when I wrote it. I would have said a ditzy airhead. That would have been cool. I can't even find the time to get ready in the morning. I'm just dead weight to you. There's so much more than that, Sayori. Even if Yuri was the most desirable girl on the planet, I wouldn't give a damn. Because you're the only person I want. That's the thing about relationships, in my opinion. It's just... if both people are trying their hardest, I don't think either of them are being weighed down necessarily. Because at the end of the day, it's the emotional connection that matters. And even though one person may have something more together in their life, the emotional connection is really what brings you up, rather than dragging you down. I don't know if I phrased that correctly. I'm not the best at saying things like that. But it's my live stream, and I can say whatever I want. Alright, even Yuri... You know something? When I was walking with Yuri yesterday, I couldn't help but wish it was you I was with. It was only the one time we didn't walk together. It was only the one time we didn't walk together. But one time is all I needed to realize how much I enjoy walking home with you. So what if you can't find the time to get ready in the morning? You're still beautiful, even when you don't try. Aw, see, man. You're just saying that, though. Bro finally said something that didn't suck, by the way. Finally. You're just saying that, though. I swear on my life that I'm being 100% genuine. There are things I've always wanted to say to you, but I've never really known how. And that's not all. I wake up every day and feel so goddamn lucky knowing that you're my girlfriend. You've always been there for me when I needed it most. I don't think I've ever told you how happy you make me. I pull her in close for a kiss. She clings close to me, and I can sense the urgency in her touch. It's impossible to describe how it feels to hold her in this moments of vulnerability. I don't really care about how elegant Yuri is. If I'm being honest, that's her. It's who she is. I much prefer your quirkiness and how silly we can be together. We have that link that no other girl in the world can say they have. We really do have that history together, don't we? A history that I'd never trade for anything. See, man? Mm-hmm. Please don't leave me. I know I'm being selfish for asking that. You're not. It's still so confusing. But when I'm with you, I feel warm inside. And I think that, well, just for a moment, that maybe everything will be okay. I can't really understand why you care so much about me. But I'll trust you. I'm glad, Sayori. I really am. But if I'm being honest, she looks up at me. We can't do this alone. I think we should look into getting you some therapy. Hey, finally said the line. She looks away. I'll obviously always be here for you, But I'm just a normal teenage guy. There's only so much I can do. I don't know. Why not? It's just a really scary thought. I don't want to go through all that false hope again. Again? I've tried therapy and antidepressants before, C-Man. Back when I was first diagnosed with depression. Everyone told me it would work. They told me that I would feel okay again. But that never happened. I was much younger back then, and everything was a million times scarier and more confusing. All of those tests, all of the questions, the drugs, those drugs do fuck you up, not gonna lie. From what I've heard. I've never taken the drugs for myself, but from what I've heard. I didn't know what was wrong with me. The whole thing was terrifying. What I'd give to be a medical professional right now. I don't even know what I would say, man. This is crap. This is... I don't know what I would say. Wow, Sayori, I had no idea. I wouldn't have expected you to have known. Would you believe me if I said things would be different this time around? And how would you know that? I wouldn't, at least for sure. But if we leave this unchecked, how would things ever change? I know it must be really hard for you, believe me. I can only imagine what you're going through. And I totally get why you'd be reluctant to try again. But I promise you that this time I'll be here. You wouldn't have to go through all of it alone. I squeeze her hand. Well... We'll get through it together, remember? But what if it doesn't work again? You always have to try. I don't know what he's gonna happen ready yet. You always have to try. If you don't try to improve, then just what's the point? You should always strive to better your health, both physically and mentally. Always. And even if something doesn't work, you should always be open to... Yeah. We'll find another doctor or another therapist until it does then. It's not going to be that easy, though. I know. But I'm never going to give up on you. So I don't care how long it takes. I have seen, though, some therapists, aren't right for a specific person, and it can be rough on the person when it fails, because they feel that they're the problem, and it can be rough. Sometimes it just takes time to find the right professional, and some people just give up. Think that they're just broken, and then don't try to seek any more help, and then they spiral, and it only gets worse, and next thing you know, they're back in the hospital again. Anyway, I know, but I'm never gonna give up on you. So I don't care how long it takes. You're so selfless in how much you care for other people's happiness, but I want you to be happy. Do I really deserve that, though? If other people deserve happiness, why don't you, Sayori? Just ask yourself that. Please? For me? Okay, for you. Feels like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. Finally, I feel like I'm not alone in trying to help Sayori anymore. I know that must have been a really difficult thing to agree to. I'm really proud of you. You're much braver than you realize. Although, I haven't been too pushy or anything, have I? I want to encourage you, not force you. Now I'm glad he said that. Because the pushy line. Because it's always important to establish that you are trying that to establish to make sure that A, you are not being too forceful on the other person, and B, that the other person realizes that the other person cares about you and wants to make sure that you're still comfortable. And, yeah. I want to encourage you, not force you. It's something that I would have had to try sooner or later, I guess. Well, there's always the chance that therapy might fail again. It's also the only way I could potentially get better. See, that's the spirit. She doesn't look wholly convinced, but smiles anyway. I'll do it for you, Seaman. I'm not going to hold my breath, but if it makes you happy, I'll give it a try. That's all I can ask for right now. It means a lot to me that you'd be willing to try again. Well, let's hope this time it works out a little better. Anyway, I'll talk to my doctor tomorrow. Hey, she's actually trying to improve. It sounds like a plan. The choice is obvious, but I wish I saved it. I'm gonna join her in therapy. IRL? This is somebody I've known for essentially my entire life. It's clear that we're very close, even though we were separated. I would do it, honestly. This is a journey that should be taken together. Especially since, we're, dating now. Oh, and Sayori? I can come with you to your therapy sessions if you want. Are you sure? Would they let you? I think so. I mean, if you tell them you're okay with it, I don't see why not. Just keep me updated, okay? I wouldn't want to miss your first session. Okay then. And thank you. It's kind of daunting to start, so having you around should hopefully make it much easier. I'm just glad I can help. I always like that song. I hope it's in the audio track somewhere. Before I knew it, the weekend has already arrived. It's been a few days since Sayori agreed to try therapy. With a slight nudge from me, she spoke to her doctor, who managed to arrange her first therapy session tomorrow. As relieved as I am with such a speedy response, I'm still fairly apprehensive. Seeing how persuasive her condition is, interfering with her ability to get homework done, twisting her self-perception. It's been daunting, I can't lie. I guess just seeing how serious depression is has been a shock to my system. It was a shock to mine as well. At least he was 18. I didn't know. I was exposed to this crap when I was like, I think I was 11 when I was first. I myself don't have depression, for the record. It's someone else. I think I was 11. It's a lot harder to process crap when you're 11. It's been daunting, I can't lie. I guess just seeing how serious depression is can be a shock to my system. A part of me does worry that somehow me getting involved is actually a bad thing. Perhaps I'm somehow making it more complicated. Do I really know what I'm getting into here? No, Seaman, don't listen to that silly irrational side. Let's look at the positives. She agreed to get some help, so this is the first step to recovery. Yeah, that's true. Plus, I'm going with her. So at least we're making this step together, right? It should be fine. Erg. Being a chronic over-warrior is truly a curse. Being a chronic over-warrior, truly a curse. Yeah, I guess both work. Being with Sayori makes me happy. It's best to focus on that, and stop worrying about what could go wrong. Because if I constantly focus on the negatives, well, that's no good for anyone. Stay positive, optimistic, Seaman, optimistic outlook. After completing my morning routine, I find myself sitting in my kitchen, aimlessly wondering about how to spend the day. One of the drawbacks of your first relationship is that you don't really know what you're meant to do with your partner. It's too cold to spend much time outdoors, so we're limited to the indoors. I check my watch, 10:14 a.m. Pretty early. Sayori wouldn't even be awake yet. As my gaze idly settles on the used plates in front of me, an idea hits me. Oh, Sayori would love this. About half an hour later, my work is done and carefully placed into a bag. I make the trip over to her room, hoping that she's still asleep. As I was hoping, she's fast asleep. No surprise, given it's not even 11 yet. As I approach her, I'm struck by how cute she looks, even when she's sleeping. Wait, that didn't sound super creepy, did it? I mentally chastise myself. Stop being so weird, Seaman. But the way she's curled up into a ball, even with her hair being a mess, and a slight trickle of drool leaking from her mouth, she's perfect. I don't think there's any way that this girl could ever look anything less than beautiful. The light sounds of her snoring turn my light smile into a heartfelt grin. Setting down my bag, I quietly walk over to her and gently brush a lock of hair that's fallen into her open mouth. She stirs slightly as my hand brushes against her forehead. Wakey, wakey, sleepyhead. 5 more minutes. I made you breakfast. She groggily sits up and rubs her eyes, hugging the blanket closer to her. You didn't have to, Seaman. I can't help but feel disappointed and slightly irritated by her reaction. I was really looking forward to seeing how exuberant she would be. What time is it? Like 11? Yawning, she pushes the covers off and sits up. She still looks quite tired. She gingerly opens the bag and forces a smile onto her face. You can thank your Dear Sunshine poem for inspiration, especially that last line. Okay, was that eggs and toast and bacon? I actually don't remember now, hang on. I don't think he says what he made either, does he? No. I don't remember. I think it's eggs. I think it's eggs and bacon, but I forget. I have such a thoughtful boyfriend who's been super considerate and made me breakfast in bed, and I can't even thank you properly. You went through all of this just for me. Anyone else would be really appreciative, and yet here I am complaining that you're here. Huh? No, it's not like that at all. I mean, yeah, I was hoping you'd be a little bit happier to see me, but... well, it's kinda on me for forgetting how difficult mornings can be for you. Don't worry about it. I can tell that my words haven't convinced her in the slightest. And I don't get the feeling that you want me here. Relax. She slowly starts chewing on her food. This is really good. It's pretty basic stuff, to be honest. But I'm glad you like it. Natsuki's cooking has nothing on me, as you can see. How is it that you can make me laugh even when it's the last thing I want to do? Magic, I think? Maybe I was a comedian in my past life. It's a question that science has been trying to answer for the past 100 or so years. Heh, by the way, can we just have a lazy day today? I don't really feel like going outside or anything. Fine by me. After she finished eating, we made our way back to mine. We've pretty much resumed our standard activity of cuddling on the sofa, but the mom's gonna come at some point. She's gonna bust it. It's gonna be funny. I've been calling this for like 5 streams now. It's gonna happen. Maybe my earlier worries were unfounded after all. We're both content in just being in each other's presence, regardless of the activity. I'm aimlessly flicking through the movie channel on TV. I whip out my phone. Oh, no. Oh, God. Sayori's gonna see us texting Yuri. I already know. This is gonna be bad. Hi, C-Man. What's up? Not much. Yuri carries on typing, and she's taking an awful long time to reply. I get the feeling she's plucking up the courage to ask me something. Well, I was wondering. Go on. Would you like to discuss the book with me today? I haven't read much of it, TBH. I think the movie version... Okay. Look, I know things are hectic. I'm not saying... You know what, let me read more of this before I say anything. I think the movie version is on Netflix, though. Hang on, let me check. What's up? Okay, yeah. No. We already established that this was a bad idea, man. Stop talking about Yuri. You know that book Yuri lent me? I'm checking to see if it's on Netflix. We're gonna have a horror night. Well, I told Yuri I'd let her know my thoughts on the book with her, but I haven't really read through it. I haven't really read enough of it to really discuss it. But if I can find it on Netflix, then I thought we could all watch it together instead. Yeah, you see? Bro, the main character should pay me for my advice, man. Bro's gotta pay the... I don't know what I'm saying. Oh, here it is. Oh. Are you okay with it? Of course. Yeah, you see, when you're dating someone, you're supposed to spend time with them one-on-one without mentioning another girl she's already self-conscious about. It's relationship 101, man. I don't know why he's fucking this up. I'd be a terrible friend if I stopped her from coming over. Other people are out there having tough times too. She shifts her attention to the television. A wan smile on her face. Is it Juan or... I think it's Wayne. Okay, I figured that if you were here too, you wouldn't feel like I was, I don't know, leaving you out or anything. It's fine, C-Man. Dear God, that clown looks even uglier on the big screen. I've never liked clowns. I would never have done this, man. I would have watched the movie on my own time, sure, but not with Sayori on a day where it's just the two of us. I wouldn't do that. Maybe watch the movie on my own time. Maybe set something up. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Good news, I found it. You can come over. Sayori's here too, by the way. Are you sure I wouldn't be interrupting anything? Nah, she said she's fine with it. It's all good. This is gonna come up. I think Sayori's gonna be jealous or something. One text later, and Yuri's waiting outside my door, book in hand. Hey, Yuri, come on in. Sayori's in the living room. Good afternoon, C-Man. Thank you for suggesting this. By the way, I haven't seen the movie version yet. Yeah, neither have we. Should be interesting. Hey, Yuri. Yuri smiles in greeting. I've heard good things about the film adaptation, so I'm hopeful that this will be enjoyable. Only one way to find out. As predicted, Sayori is a massive chicken, jumping at every loud noise and suspenseful scene. I wonder how Natsuki would react to that. She's pretty brave from what I've seen. Who knows? On the other hand, Yuri seems totally engrossed in the movie, never once looking away during an ominous scene. For the most part, it's difficult to read her face as she remains fairly impassive. Although, A look of wonder and interest occasionally flickers across her face, especially when the monster is on screen. It's definitely one of the better horror movies I've watched. Granted, that isn't saying much, as I haven't seen too many. I like horror. I enjoy them. I enjoy horror movies. They don't really scare me too much. Maybe once in a blue moon. But they're a fun watch, though. I have to admit, the acting in the film really sells it. Both the clown and the young kids who serve as the protagonists are brought to life really well. Oh, I will say this, though. In the Maze Runner, I think it's the Scorched Trials, they have to go through a tunnel, right? And there's a scene where one of the main characters turns their head, and there's this fucking, like, lady there. I had nightmares of that lady's face for like 3 years, man. That scene when they're in the tunnel, all the cranks are chasing them, man. That crap scared me. That is probably the most scared I've ever been watching a movie in my entire life. And The Maze Runner isn't even a horror movie, so like, what's up with that? Was it the Scorched Trials? I think it was the Scorched Trials. I think it was the second one. It might have been the third. I think it was the third, actually, where they're going through the tunnel. I forgot what the third one was called, though. It's the one with the city. Doesn't matter. I have to admit, the acting in the film really sells it. Both the clown and the young kids who serve as the protagonists are brought to life really well. Oh no, please don't tell me they're gonna go in that creepy building. Ah, why do you go in there? It's just a nightmare waiting to happen. She ducks behind a cushion, only peering out intermittently, something she took to doing once the clown was first introduced. Clowns never scared me. I think zombies were the thing that always got me. Not like the Walking Dead zombies. I'm talking about like the fast ones. Like I think zombies have always gotten me. Everybody has their own thing they're afraid of, I suppose. I laugh and pull her closer. She cuddles me into my shoulder, turning her face so she can still see. Out of the corner of my eye, I catch Yuri quickly throwing us a glance. From my peripheral vision, it's periphery vision? I think that's the translation book. It's peripheral. I wonder what language this was originally written in. Because there's like English errors and like nothing major, but like crap like this, where it's like unless you're a native speaker, you're probably gonna miss it. Who knows though? From my peripheral vision, it's hard to tell. But she looks a little sad. Yeah, she probably is a little sad. I mean, imagine, you can't open up to many people. You do open up to a person, and then probably one of the only guys she talks to, and then he dates someone else. Like, that crap probably sucks, man. I grimace a little. Clearly, I forgot how isolated Yuri feels at home. Watching Sayori and I cuddle is probably a painful reminder. Especially if Sayori's prediction about how Yuri feels about me is true. An hour or so later, the movie's over. It's been really interesting to hear Yuri's thoughts, not just on the movie, but on the horror genre on the whole. And that's something I admire about both the book and the movie. How both approach the present and present the main theme of fear. A lot of film adaptations of books tend to over-sensationalize the content, and many horror movies rely on cheap jump scares to elicit a reaction. I don't know if the Maze Runner, if the scene I'm talking about is a cheap jump scare, though. I wouldn't say that it's a jump scare. It's more so just really good presentation of revealing a person, if that makes any sense. It's not a jump scare, though. It's not like one of those FNAF jump scares or the Maze video creepy lady jump scare. Like there's a difference. Of course, there's nothing inherently wrong with a jump scare. Yeah. But I find the best horror tends to really get under your skin and makes you think. And I agree with that, because with a jump scare, it's like, yeah, it scares you, but then it's whatever. But yeah, but really good horror, you'll be thinking about that long after the movie. That's my opinion, anyway. I mean, I'm not a critic, so Well after you finished. Yep, see, well after you finished, yeah. Yeah, I agree. Jump scares just annoy me, really. They startle you, sure, and the build-up can be tense. But from what I've seen, horror movies make it really obvious when one's coming up. The music goes really quiet or really spooky. The character is in a dark place. Indeed, sadly, it's quite the common occurrence with modern horror. There's not much left to your imagination. And that's what's good. Leaving things to the imagination. Less is more. Genuinely. Like, less can be more. I can't help but notice Sayori's been very quiet throughout the discussion Yuri and I are having. Yeah, she's fucking jealous or something, man. You okay, Sayori? I don't really have much to say. You two carry on, I'm fine. She's looking absent-mindedly at the screen. It's not her film. It's not her genre. It's unfortunate that the second part of the movie isn't out yet. It's like being able to only read half the book. See, this is why I only read book series after they're all done. Like, I couldn't imagine. Like, I read Harry Potter, but like, the 7th book came out, like, right before I started reading the first book, just because of, like, how the ages lined up and all that. But, like, say I was, like, 15, 20 years older or whatever, and I was reading the books as they came out, man. Like, there's cliffhangers in some of those books, man. I'm like, I don't know. The second part about how and then you run the risk of getting spoiled, and the second part is about how the characters come back to fight the clown when they're adults, right? Indeed. And that's where the plot really shines. Anyway, I have some errands to be getting on with, so I'm gonna have to leave. Thank you both. By the way, I really appreciate it. That's okay, Yuri. I hope you're feeling better. Yuri turns to me. Oh, did you tell her? My face grows hot. In my haste to reassure Sayori that nothing was going on between Yuri and I totally forgot that Yuri's confession was likely confidential. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I would have probably ended up in that situation too. Because I would have ended up in that, yeah. Oh, yeah. I would say something like, I told her, I only told her you were feeling down. But, I don't know, man. Oh, damn, yeah, I did. Sorry, I didn't realize it was private. Yeah, I don't. Because now she's gonna feel a little down. I already know she is. It's okay. I suppose it's only fair that there's clarity between two people in a relationship. Phew, I'm glad Yuri's so understanding. This is the thing about women. They'll say one thing, but they'll mean another. It's a whole thing. Or maybe I'm overanalyzing the situation, but I don't think I am. Anyway, I'll see you two on Monday. Goodbye. See ya. Bye, Yuri. Gotta stay hydrated, man. Drinking a bunch of water. As Yuri leaves, I turn to Sayori. Sayori. She's looking a little rueful. I hope you were right about therapy, Seaman. I'm dreading tomorrow. I imagine it's pretty scary. I have, in my life... No, I'll say that another time. It's going to be just fine, don't worry. I hope so. I should probably get going as well. I'll see you tomorrow. And with a wave, she departs as well. Yeah, I said that wrong. One day I'll hum it right. As my eyes slowly open, I can't help but feel nervous about how today will go. I can only imagine how nervous Sayori is. It's such a big step for her too. I just hope it goes well. Hey, Sayori, ready to get going? Yeah. She's a little quiet and not quite as chipper as she usually is. I don't blame her. This crap can be very, very, very stressful to deal with. very, not, stressful is the wrong word, very just, I don't want to say depressing, because, you know, that's a little on the nose, but just heavy, just, yeah. The journey to the clinic is a quiet one. Thankfully, it's only a short walk away. Well, that was we don't go into the therapy. Okay. That was interesting. Her therapist was incredibly patient and empathetic, never once being insensitive with his questioning. He spent the majority of his session getting a picture of her current life situation, to which Sayori was generally compliant. I think that after she told me about her depression, it might have become a little bit easier to talk about it, given I was the first person she confessed to. Yeah, because in Doki Doki Plus, interesting he says that, because I think this was written before Doki Doki Plus came out. She did confess it to you know, other people, but a couple of, you know, but who knows. She didn't look entirely comfortable, but after a few reassuring smiles from me, she was able to answer his questions. The session passed by relatively quickly, and before we knew it, it was already over. Sayori is quiet as she breaks the silence. I've heard a few horror stories about people who get totally insensitive therapists. I was really scared that he would be one of them. But he was really patient, so that could have gone a lot worse. She trails off into silence. I'm really proud of you, Sayori. I know that must have been really hard for you to do. What with how confusing all of this can be. It really does make me happy that you're doing this. I'm glad to hear that, Seaman. I really am. By the way, can we spend the rest of the day together? I don't want to go home just yet. Of course we can. Cuddling up on the couch it is. After swinging by the shops to get some snacks, we find ourselves back in our typical cuddling spot. It's rather quiet between us, a given I suppose after the therapy session. There's a lot to take in for both of us. Tagging along to the session raised so many questions in my mind though. Now isn't the best time to ask them though. Hey Sayori? Yeah? Why don't we play something? We don't have enough people for a board game now. Nah, I mean board games. Remember when we used to play video games together when we were kids? I've always found video games a really good way to escape recently. Last year, and I was really lonely. I found it helped to take my mind off things. Plus, there's some games I have that I think you might enjoy. She sits up. Sure, that could be fun. What games are you thinking of? As it turns out, I still have some of those games we used to play. Do you remember Banjo-Kazooie? Ah, the one with the bear? Aha, yep, that's the one. Let's give it a whirl. As I was hoping, gaming has proven to be a wonderful way to get her mind off of therapy. She's truly lost in the colorful, immersive world, with her face scrunched up in determination. At first, she wasn't very good at the game, struggling with her controls, getting lost, and generally being unsure of what she's meant to do. Although, after a few pointers from me, she's really started to pick it up, and was soon getting the hang of it. Sayori can be really good at things when she puts her mind to it. It's almost uncanny how skilled she can be, especially as it contrasts against the airhead vibe she gives off. Bro's getting the gamer girlfriend, man. Haha! I knew I'd find the jigsaw piece here. Oh, the song changed. I laugh. She's having a great time, and it's heartwarming to see her so happy. Even if it's over just a video game, nothing will ever beat seeing Sayori smiling. You'll never know just how cute you are, Sayori. Huh? Just seeing you happy makes me so happy. And I swear that nothing will ever change that. Aww. Not that I'm complaining or anything, but where did all this come from? Truth be told, I'm not really sure. Being with her in the therapy room just now is quite eye-opening for me. Not just because I got to see how therapy works, but because... well, because it's really dawning on me that she has depression. And this is something we can't deal with alone. Of course, I believed her when she said she was depressed back in November, but, well, meeting the therapist and watching him do his job really drove the point home. I'm obviously really glad she's seeking help, but it made me think. She's been depressed for a long time, and I've only recently came back into her life. So what was life for her while we weren't friends? Probably awful and super lonely. Seaman? Are you there? You're looking kinda sad. What's up? Her bright smile does nothing for my guilt. I'm sorry, Sayori. What are you sorry for, silly? We've only properly begun to hang out not too long ago, right? Since September? Yeah. She pauses the game and sets the controller down, sensing the urgency in the situation. And you've been depressed for so many years. But I wasn't there for you. We drifted apart. All because of what? Because I'm an idiot who prioritized gaming and anime over you. I can't even imagine how hard things were for you when we weren't really talking. See, man, none of this is your fault. She gently takes my hands in hers. And part of me thinks that, well, had I made more of an effort with you back then, perhaps us drifting apart didn't cause me to be depressed, see, man. Truthfully, I don't really know why I developed a depression. There's a lot I don't really know about my condition. But one thing I know is that it doesn't really need a reason. That's what my doctor said the last time I tried therapy. So please, don't you ever think that you somehow contributed to my depression, okay? You're like the polar opposite. When I'm with you, I'm happy. You make me feel like I'm actually worth something, even though my brain tries really hard to tell me that you're lying. Yeah, but this is in the present. What about the past, when there were years when we didn't hang out at all? I actually had this conversation with Monica once. It's normal for friendships to be like that, I think. You can go a long time without talking to someone, but if you reconnect with them, you can both get along, as if nothing ever happened. Did anything really change? I pause upon hearing her words. I guess she does have a point, but I'm finding it hard to internalize. She reaches forward and strokes my face, gently lifting my chin up, so we maintain eye contact. The way I see it, we get along just as well now as when we did as kids. Besides, what happened in the past was the past. If anything, the time apart made me appreciate the time I do spend with you even more. That's like the old saying, you never know what you have until it's gone. And things that we take for granted can be appreciated much more when you go without them. Well, I'm glad that you feel this way, Sayori. I really am. It's just, well, you going to therapy today made me realize the reality of depression, and it made me reflect on how I've been absent in your life. I didn't mean to spring this on you out of the blue like that. Especially when you wanted to take your mind off therapy. It was pretty inconsiderate of me. It's okay, it really is. I'm just glad that we can talk these things out, you know? You've been really patient with me, so it's the least I can do for you. Now I'd much rather we talked about whatever bothers you than you bottling it up. Like the poem. After all, yep, bottles are meant to be shared, right? I can't help but laugh. That was clever. Haha, if you say so. I do. Seriously, Seaman, Please don't blame yourself for anything, okay? I've been much happier ever since you came back into my life. I wouldn't have been able to go to therapy if you weren't with me. And like you said, well, I agree. It's a big step to take. There's a faraway look in her eyes as she ponders her next words. I've gone so many years thinking this was something I'd have to bear alone. But I have to admit, it's nice not having to go through this by myself. She squeezes my hand. Besides, we can't really change the past, can we? Yeah, I guess you're right. You really do have such a big heart, you know that? Nothing's ever changed with you. Or nothing ever changed with you. And that's never gonna change. It's moments like these that really bring out a warm, fuzzy feeling inside of me. I've never felt anything like this before, but it feels so right. I know that feeling. It's a good feeling. It's a very good feeling. Now, I think we have some jigsaws to collect. Collect. Of course. Let's get back to the game, shall we? She reaches for the controller and starts playing once more. Within seconds, we're whisked away into a world of childhood memories. The feel of her warmth in my arms, the sound of her innocent laughter, and the smell of her hair. That little voice of guilt remains, but now it's easier to ignore it. Wow, it's super late already. And tomorrow's a school day as well. No fun. Tell me about it. Monday mornings are the absolute worst. Not even Sakurai can save them. I just wanted another break. We just had our Christmas one. Nah, that's how I feel whenever I get back from summer or for winter break. That's how I always feel. I don't even get a fall break. I got like one day off for Thanksgiving. It always makes me mad. I know. Oh well. Anyway, I should get going. Aw, leaving so soon? My attempt at pulling puppy dog eyes caused her to laugh and shake her head. But it's late! I reach toward her and pull her into an embrace. In a playful attempt to stop her from leaving, I push her back down onto the sofa, wrapping my arms tightly around her body. Wahahaha! You've fallen right into my grand trap! Now there's no escape. Ah, you've caught me! Whatever can I do? Nothing. My mastermind plan is absolutely foolproof. Is it Sayori proof, or she's gonna tickle him? What do you... Oh. Not tickle. Her lips meet mine, and immediately, I'm taken away into another world. Man, it's almost scary how powerful the sensation is whenever we kiss. No fair! Are you complaining? If you prefer, I could just... Her tone is innocent and playful. Not kiss you again? Hey, I didn't say that. Okay. You win. But there's one thing you didn't prepare for. Oh, and what could that be? I quickly boop her on the nose. Boop. Wah! Surprise, sneaky boops aren't allowed. Oh, but surprise, sneaky kisses are? Yeah, fair point. You have me trapped. It was just self-defense. So was my boop. Yeah, it's a self-defense boop. It's taught in karate. It's self-defense boop. I swear it's taught in karate. This isn't over, meanie. Looking forward to our rematch then. I reach over and check my phone. It's almost midnight. As much as I hate to admit it, we probably should just call it a day. Although having said that, an idea just popped into my mind. Okay, Sayori, how about... I don't know what choice to do, man. I think stay the night is gonna be... This is something I want to save, man. And you can't save here. Why can't you save here? God damn, it's already been an hour. It's already. I started the stream at 3. It's 4. Bro, this is like. You know what? I'm gonna be gutsy. I'm gonna go for the bottom one. I want to see what happens when I do the bottom one, genuinely. If that's the wrong move, screw it. I'll screw it, man. It's probably gonna be the wrong move, but like, I want to see what happens. Why don't you stay the night? Here? That way we can also make breakfast tomorrow morning before school. Oh, I didn't think of that. Where would we sleep though? Well, I was thinking I could take the sofa and you could have my bed. Nuh-uh! There's no way I'm letting that happen. When did I last save? Oh, I haven't saved since I started. Oh, it's gonna take forever to get back to that. Okay, well, I'm saving here, I guess. That's so annoying! Bro, can I, like, reverse the slides? Can I reverse the... Is that a thing I can do? I don't know how to do that. I'm curious. Can I roll it back? Is that something I can do? I don't know what rollback slide means, but genuinely, I want to save before these choices, man. Bro, like, what if I make, like, the wrong choice or something? Okay, whatever. Nuh-uh, there's no way I'm letting that happen. You can sleep with me. Ah, they're gonna have me. There's an awkward silence for a second, made slightly comical by the fact Sayori hasn't realized the implications of her words. Oh. Sorry. I didn't mean it like that. You know what I meant. Anyway, I'm just gonna get my stuff from my place, so I'll be back in a second. Bro, her mom must be chill, man. Alright. After completing my bedtime preparations, I wearily slide into bed, thinking about the conversations that took place today. There's been a lot to take in, I suppose. Ever since Sayori became my girlfriend, there's always been a nagging fear that I'm getting into something that's way beyond me. Bro is growing, man. Bro is maturing. I mean, he is going to. He's getting into something that's a lot deeper than anime and comic books. Not to say there aren't deep animes out there, but this is different, man. Going to therapy has helped dispel that worry, though. Today was relatively smooth, and I'm hoping that doesn't change. Faintly, I hear the click of the front door, followed by footsteps. I'm just gonna get changed, then I'll join you. As Sayori approaches the bed, I can't help but notice how nice her legs look in those shorts. Hell no, bro. Won't you be cold in those pajamas? Yeah, it's January, bro. It's January. You wearing that? Nope. I have you to warm me up, remember? Nah, we're cold, too, so bro's gonna be cold all night, man. I'm suddenly very grateful that I have the blanket covering my body. She slides in next to me, pulling the blanket over herself. Slowly, she inches over to me and positions herself so that the top of her head lies just below my chin. Resting her head on my chest, she looks up at me, moves in for a quick kiss, and giggles. At such proximity, I can feel her heartbeat. Her hands feel soft and warm against the fabric of my shirt. She's incredibly warm, but it isn't overbearing in the slightest. On instinct, I wrap my arm around her body and rest my face atop her hair. Good night, Sayori. I plant a kiss on her forehead. Good night, Seaman. Bow, bow, bow. Bow, bow, bow. Oh my. I thought I was going to skip to morning, not gonna lie. I was going to cut it off here, bro. Okay, hang on, there's more. Suddenly, I'm pulled out of my sleep. But I would have... screw it, I wasn't going to cut it off anyway. Suddenly, I'm pulled out of my sleep by what appears to be sobbing. As I slowly forget fight the grogginess, I'm also aware of a slight dampness on my chest. I hate it when Sayori has a nightmare. The feeling of powerlessness, the sound of her tears, the look of anguish on her face, it always hits hard. Why can't you hear me? I need you. Come back. Please come back. Sayori? I gently shake her. Shh, Sayori. It's okay. I'm here. It's okay. I hold her as she carries on whimpering. She clings to me even harder, shaking with fear. I can only imagine what's going on inside her head. I fumble for my phone. The blinding glare tells me that it's 7:01. Oh, it's early. Seaman? It's me, Sayori. You were just having a nightmare. Don't worry, I've got you. I stroke her hair softly as her crying subsides. That was horrible. What happened? She takes deep breaths and composes herself. Everything was so dark. You, Yuri, Monika, and Itsuki, you were all there. But whenever I tried to talk to you, it was like there was an invisible bubble around me. None of you could hear me. But there's a shadowy figure that kept talking to me. Fresh tears fill her eyes once more. And it kept saying horrible, horrible things. It told me that I was useless, and that everyone around would be so much better off if I wasn't around. But you know, I'm glad I don't get these dreams. The dreams I get are like I crash my car and then I have to pay more for car insurance. This is on a different level, man. Granted, crashing the car also kind of sucks, but nothing compared to this, man. Now you'd be so much happy with Yuri. And that therapy is pointless, and I'm just fighting a losing battle. It's nothing more than false hope, no matter how hard I try to believe otherwise. She sniffles. I tried calling out to you, the girls, to anyone. But it was just me in the voice, tormenting me, telling me everything that I've been trying so hard not to believe. It felt so real, Seaman, so real. Just when I thought things might have had a chance of being okay again. I hate this. Why can't I just be normal? Normal. And it's already 7. Ugh, I'm sorry, Seaman. I just can't go to school today. It's okay. I won't go either. Uh-huh? But what about... I couldn't care less about that. There's no way in hell I'm gonna leave you alone after what you've just experienced. I can miss the odd day of school. It's fine. She opens her mouth to protest, but upon seeing the steely resolution on my face, she reluctantly abates. I'll get you some water. Be back in a second. I don't know why I'm like this, Seaman. Why is that something as stupid as a little nightmare makes me feel this bad? I was hoping that finally there was a light at the end of the tunnel. But that was just naive of me, wasn't it? It's okay, you don't have to say anything, Seaman. I know you may feel like you have to say some magical words to make me feel better, but all you have to do is listen. That's something, what she said right there. That's something that... never mind. It's something that... I can't formulate my thoughts right now. It was something that I wish... I always knew it, but it's something... Something that Something I wish I used more a couple summers ago. I wish I internalized it more that there isn't a magic word or a sentence you can say, and that sometimes just being there for the person is what's best. I used to beat myself up so hard for not being able to say some sort of a magic word or a sentence or something to make him feel better, and looking back on it, I didn't have to. I just had to be there. And I was there, but I wouldn't have beaten myself up so hard. What really hurt me was that voice telling me that you'd be much better off with Yuri as your girlfriend. I'm trying really hard to believe that I'm a good girlfriend, and that I'm worth your time, but those doubts are always there, in the back of my mind. I know you'd never break my trust, but I just wish I could convince my stupid brain to see it that way. And it's so unfair, because I can see how hard you're trying. Please believe me when I say I really appreciate you, Seaman. But I'm just so scared that it all might be for nothing. It might all be for nothing. What do you mean? Well, what if I never get better? What if I'm always going to be like this? My pieces are all broken. You're trying so hard to put them back together. But what if you can't? What if you can't put them back together because some of them are gone? I don't have an answer for that. I hate feeling like this. Feeling like I've lost something. Something that I'll never get back, no matter how good your support is, or how well the therapy goes. I can't remember the last time I wasn't so tired, Seaman. That's the worst part about depression. The exhaustion that never goes away. An exhaustion that sleep can never fix. Well, the only good thing about sleep is that it's an escape from my mind, at least for a few hours. Well, when I don't have the nightmares. And I'm just so tired of it all. Tears slowly start leaking down her face once more. Her face looks utterly resigned. I've never understood, because I've seen that in other places. Like she looked resigned. He looked resigned. Like I know from context what it means, obviously, but it's not a word that I think of other than like, oh, he resigned from his job, or like, I don't know. It's not a word that I use very much in an emotional context. I wish that I could just wake up one day and actually have hope. She faces me with a sad smile. Her cheeks glisten with tears. Actual, genuine hope. I hope that maybe, just maybe, things might be okay. Just when I begin to think that could be true. Days like these happen. I hate these days. I hate these days so much. Therapy is already hard enough, and then these nightmares make me feel like what little progress I've made has been reset. All of the doubts that I try so hard to keep in check break free, and they're merciless. I wipe away a few of her tears and gently grasp her hands in mine. We will get through this together. I think that's the fourth one in the game. I didn't point out the third, but I think that's the fourth. Get through this together, Sayori. Just like I said, I don't care how long it takes, or what we have to endure. That's a promise. But I'm never going to stop until we see this through. She looks away. Why is that? I can never feel like I'm actually getting through to her. I have to try and stay positive. For both of our sakes, even though seeing her like this is one of the most demoralizing things on the planet. No matter what, you'll never be alone in dealing with this. And if your pieces are broken, well, we'll create new ones. We get some water real quick. Water, the essence of life. I can imagine how hard it is for you. Really, Seaman? How can you possibly know what it's like to feel how I'm feeling? Exactly. You don't. You don't know what it feels like. The constant numbness, the constant feeling of no matter what I do, the shadow will always be here. Crying myself to sleep, waking up in tears, having to fake everything because you're terrified that people will see the real you. But I've seen the real you, and you're still here, and you're still trying to help. I get it, I really do. I know you're trying to help, but it's hard to see. I know you're trying to help, but it's hard to see your encouragement as anything more than just empty words. This isn't something you can just fix by saying the right stuff. She bursts into tears once more. As much as I wish it was. I scoop her into a hug. She tries to push me away initially, but I hold firm, holding her closer to my chest. She eventually gives in and sobs, unrestrainedly. Oh my gosh, man, that was a into my chest. I know how to pronounce that word too. I call my own voice. I'm so scared, Seaman. I whisper softly in her ear as I gently stroke the back of her head. I know, Sayori. I'm scared as well. We both fall silent, with only the sounds permitting the room being the sound of her anguished cries. Sayori. She mumbles into my chest. I'm sorry if I say the wrong things. I just don't know what the right things to say and do are. This whole thing is just totally alien to me. And after you told me that my words are pretty much empty, well, I'm starting to doubt everything. She winces slightly as she bites her lip. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. It came out much harsher than I intended. I want to believe what you say, I really do. I know that I shouldn't feel jealous, and that I shouldn't compare myself to the other girls. I want to believe all of the lovely reassuring things you say to me. I want to believe you. But I can't. I know that what you're saying makes sense. It's just internalizing it is a whole other story. It's not your problem. It's all on me, being unable to get over this stupid thing. Depression isn't just a stupid thing, though. I know it's much more than that, Seaman. I just can't help how angry it makes me. I just want to be normal, like everyone else. It's like I'm not in control of my own body. The depression is the one that chooses my mood for the day. It chooses how I react to things and what I say. Like the day you made me breakfast. I really wish that I was appreciative from the start, instead of being irritated that you were in my room so early. It's so unfair. And I keep going on and on about it, and don't ever apologize for venting about your depression, Sayori. I know that my words probably don't sound as reassuring and hopeful as I want them to be, but one thing that'll never change will be my willingness to listen. You've been battling this alone for so long, so it's only fair that I can be a shoulder to cry on. Problem shared is a problem halved, right? That's a good line. Well, it's obviously not that simple in this case, but it's something. She sniffles and nods slowly. It does help to at least be able to talk about it. That's something then. Having you around, as much as I don't think I deserve your support, it does make a difference. That makes me happy then. Really? Yeah, it might not be a huge help, but it's still some help, surely. She pauses to reflect. Yeah, I guess so. This is some heavy, deep crap, man. I don't say that lightly. She nods and shifts herself so that her head lies on my lap. Once she settles, I start absent-mindedly stroking her hair. I don't want to stop. Oh, it's... It's 4:30, man. Oh, I don't want to stop, but I have... I'm telling you, if there was nothing stopping me, I would play this clear through to the end of Act 3. In one shot. But I don't think that's possible right now. It would be like back when I played Vanilla and I played it for like 7.5 hours, or however much that was. I think it was 6.5. But I probably warded on it for 7.5 hours actually, but it's besides the point. My mom told me, I'm gonna save it here and then resume it. Yeah. This is genuinely one of the best games I've played in my entire life. Not saying something, because I've played quite a few games, but there's something about the DLC and this mod as well that touches me differently than... It hits me differently than other games. Well, that's it for now. That's it for now. I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.